that rock and said, that looks like a box.
Oh, I got it. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
It's going to be just quick. It's just short.
You gotta say who is.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
That's fine. It's good. We'll get started.
Make sure you say by Paul Mathew Ray.
The Abduction by Paul Mathew Ray. Narrated by Paul Mathew Ray. There was a horse. His name was Clyde. He was a big horse. He was the biggest stallion on the farm. He had his pick to any mare he wanted. And he could do anything. He could pull the biggest plow, disc the biggest field, and jump the biggest fences. Everything was going great until
Clyde had a little problem. Clyde liked ponies. So they changed Clyde's name to Chester, child molester. One day on the fields, he sees a pony, galloping, eating hay, just hanging out. As the pony starts to run away, he says, damn, look at the tail on that thing, swatting at them flies. So, he decides
he's gonna go up and approach her. Clyde, he's feeling it. He's strutting the stuff. Goes up on that little white piece of ass. Say, hey, does the carpet match the drapes? At this time, Clyde's rival, this little pony's father, steps up. You got a problem here, Clyde? Says Russell. I ain't got no problem here. They square each other up. And that's when
it all went down. Clyde knew Russell was tougher. He knew he'd been around the block, but he knew he could take him. Clyde ran up, spun around, and kicked him. He kicked him in the face, knocked him out. Russell wasn't done though. He jumped back up, he gained his consciousness. He ran up and did a double hoof kick and knocked Clyde to the ground. That's whenever Clyde got real serious. Then
Clyde was dead. He died. Russell was like, oh shit, we gotta hide this body. Make it look like an abduction. Alright. Pony comes up, starts digging a hole. Try to push that body down in there, Russell says. Pony's getting up on there, nudging it with his nose. But oh shit, Clyde's not dead. He's getting a boner from fucking Pony going at him. Clyde hops up.
he looks over. That's when he notices that little girl, that little pony he approached earlier. She's seen it all. So he went over. He straight up snatched her up. Carried her through the woods, jumped the fence. Ran, and he ran, and he ran. With this pony that he had did the same double kick that killed her father. He didn't know what to do. That's when he
ran. He ran. He came back home, and what to his surprise, they said he was abducted. Nobody knew what happened to him. Russell was gone. After all this time, Clyde had been gone, and he didn't even know it, but he was free. Nobody knew what he'd done. Pony was gone, Russell was gone, and they thought he'd been abducted. But then this is when the story gets real crazy.
Clyde gets back into his stable, looks down. What's he see? A beating heart. about the size of a heart Russell would have. Shit's going down, Clyde thinks. Shit is going down. He runs out into the field. Runs into the cornfield. He runs and runs and runs. What's he see? Crop circles. Fucking crop circles. Clyde doesn't know what to do. Just then, a light coming from the sky. Clyde looks up as his feet leave the ground.
He's been abducted. He's in this place. He doesn't know where he is. This is not like his stable. And all around him, he hears. Sure enough, albino turkeys had abducted him. And he knew what they were going to do to him. He knew. They knew. And it happened.
It happened. They just kept gobbling, gobbling, and gobbling. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to expect. They had him strapped to a table. They had his hoofs cut off. All he had was bare feet, no hoof. So the turkeys came over and they started pecking him. Pulled his eyeballs out. His hair. But he's still alive. Clyde knew he could survive. He was tough. He defeated Russell. He defeated Putney. He can do it again. So Clyde got up
And realized his hooves had been cut off. So he fell back to the ground. He could go nowhere. Just then, this king turkey walks up, skull fucks the shit out of Clyde through an eye socket, deep into Clyde's brain. The last thought going through Clyde's mind was, damn, this turkey's hung. But then, Clyde finds one more ounce of strength in his body. And he goes to lift himself up again. But just when he starts
to lift himself up, another turkey. It's not really a turkey. It's a chicken and a turkey. Jumps up. Kicks him out of the spaceship. As Clyde's falling to his death, unable to see anything. Only thing on his mind is that boner. Clyde falls, and splat! Hits the ground. Yeah, but he's still alive.
He gets up, crawls. He doesn't get up. He's helpless. So he wobbles to the stable, crawls into his pen, and sees the beating heart. And he knows Russell's still alive. And he lost the battle.
And then Clyde wakes up, beating heart with his alarm clock the whole time. There had been no abduction. There had been none of this. The pony didn't even exist. Clyde starts laughing. Goes to stand up. Realizes his hoofs are gone. This shit's been real the whole time.
He's got to run. He's got to run, but he can't run. He's been running his whole life. The biggest, baddest stallion you've ever seen, and he always ran. He never stood up to what he should have. And when he didn't, and he couldn't run anymore, he shriveled up into a little pony.
I hope you don't get abducted.